Let's jump into the role of our global head of asset management, Tom, who uses Celonis to track the department's core KPIs of utilization rate, process efficiency, and sustainability. He's tracking these in real time against industry benchmarks. Here, the utilization rate for vehicles, which measures the rate that vehicles are en route and operating as expected, is worrisome for Tom as it's trending downwards. A decline in the utilization rate implies vehicle downtime is higher than expected, impacting both working capital and customer experience. With this insight, Tom can check the pulse of his organization in real time and intervene exactly where needed. So he directs his analyst, Eleonora, to take a closer look. Our analyst, Eleonora, investigates the fleet management process to find the root causes of our low utilization rate. To analyze the process, Celonis extracts digital footprints in real time from the source systems to render a full digital twin of the fleet management process. With this X-ray of our process, we can track vehicles from the beginning of the service cycle to when they're back in action. However, these are only the most common process steps. When adding the next most frequent steps, we discover a deviation from our standard process, which is unexpected maintenance causing vehicles to go out of service. This single deviation alone affects 36% of all vehicles. And as we continue to increase our view to look at every route, every path a vehicle could take, we see an ocean of inefficiency emerge. This is the true complexity of how most global businesses run, caused by a rigid and fragmented IT landscape. But Celonis untangles this inefficiency and this complexity by diagnosing the who, what, where, when, and why of these inefficiencies and automatically prioritizes them by impact in real time. In the table on the right, we could analyze the specific mileage ranges, location, or vehicle fuel type driving the low utilization rates. But let's take it one level deeper to really understand how Celonis knows this. On the left, we can see how missing materials lead to the enormous impact on vehicle utilization and overall turnaround time. Analyzing the materials with low availability in more detail on the right, Eleonora discovers that there are certain locations that are more likely to be affected. Based on process insights on vehicle type, location, and mileage, Celonis better predicts maintenance needs and the materials associated. With this insight, Eleonora can set up triggers to order those materials before they're needed. So we just went from the highest level business objective of optimizing overall vehicle utilization to finding the root cause of the inefficiency in only a couple of clicks. This is exactly what makes the EMS so powerful. The inefficiencies we've seen are clearly costing the team, but taking action to fix each one is time-consuming and difficult to do at scale. This is where Celonis action flows come in. Celonis can integrate all the required data and automatically trigger workflows to optimize utilization levels. Let's check it out. Action flows use machine learning to analyze each material likely to be needed for maintenance and determine whether levels are adequate. With this smart business logic, maintenance teams can focus on activities where their attention is truly needed. If the material is frequently in need, the material will be added to a list for more regular replenishment. If the material is less frequently needed, the PR will still be created and a team member will be notified to take a closer look. This reduces the likelihood of needing materials being missing during the maintenance cycle, thus increasing overall vehicle utilization. So let's recap. We've seen how Tom, our global head of asset management, utilized an end-to-end real-time overview of his utilization rates. And next, Eleonora, the analyst, discovered root causes like missing materials and set up an action flow to tackle this inefficiency in the future.